So there's two types of relationships that work and everything else fails.
For me, life as a man is all about choosing your addiction. I empathize and I relate to people who are addicted to shit because we're also very addicted to a lot of things.
If a woman that's 2 out of 10 thinks she's an 8 out of 10 and she comes at you with that confidence, it's kind of, we as men need female energy in our life, especially when you're 19, you're full of testosterone. And the better you can deploy that in your life in a positive way, the better it will be for you. And it's fun. What 19-year-old guy doesn't want to talk to women?
But because women react very much off a feel, emotion, react basis, they very rarely actually study their psychological manner. But because guys are so desperate for validation of girls, does she like me? What's she thinking right now? A girl never stands there like, do I like him? Next.
They normally consult their friend instead.
Guy-
Is he good?
I don't know. This girl commented on his Instagram. Okay, in that case, we're taking a f***ing risk here, telling you guys about this, so listen the fuck up and stop being a bitch.
90% of the problem is not knowing you have a problem. Once you've actually understood that, for example, if we didn't pull up the fact that you use the word good, that you would never be something you knew was a problem. So now, once you know it's a problem, it's then introspectively figuring out, okay, when do I do it? Why do I not like it? How do I change it? And then holding yourself fully accountable, like some things you said on there. It's like, okay, tell someone. But for me, even on talking, podcasts, things like that, when I used to say the word or and I hear it, I'd fucking like beat myself up. Or one big thing that I used to do, for example, I fucking hate the Stairmaster. Right? So I used to go to the gym and I used to walk in and I look at the Stairmaster, and if I even remotely tried to talk myself out of it, the minute I did it, I would double the time I did on the Stairmaster just to beat myself up. So 20 minutes would go to 40 minutes. I'd carry on and be like, okay, 60 minutes. You do that a few times, you just walk in and get on the Stairmaster. But it was like that awareness of the fact that I didn't want to do it, and then slapping my bitch voice in my mind to say, well, okay, you're just going to keep getting punished. It's like a rugby game. You understand it. You argue the ref, back 10. Argue the ref, back 10. You soon shut the fuck up and just crack on, because like you punish yourself out of doing the things that you shouldn't be doing. But you have to understand that you're doing the wrong thing to start with. So that's being around good people that pull you up on things that may not necessarily be advantageous for the goals that you're telling people that you want to achieve. And like, I'm a glutton for self-punishment. And like I said, I think people fuck up by trying to listen to others that say, well, you shouldn't use self-punishment as a fuel. You shouldn't use fear as fuel. Well, just pick the fuel that actually fuels you. Yes, and you've got to be very aware that you don't want to get yourself into a really negative mindset and a downward spiral of beating yourself up and not enjoying life. But for me, life is hard. I'll use whatever fuel I can to get out of bed and go and conquer. And like, you'll find that providing you've got a healthy internal balance of like, emotional state and everything else, those things can be deployed as well as the other love and gratitude and care and all those nice things too. But for me, sometimes just negative criticism, good old bit of fucking beat yourself up and fear can do the trick pretty well. And 9 times out of 10 actually works better.